Let's talk about how and why to become a morning person. The biggest excuse most of us use when we are telling people why we aren't achieving a goal is because we say we don't have time. The truth is, no one has time. You just have to create time. Now, most people believe that everything they're doing during the day right now that's packing their day full is important and it has to be done. So the easiest way to create more time is to simply start to get up earlier. The great thing about this habit in particular is that it helps you to start your day with intention. And not only will you create some hours in the morning, but also the rest of your day will go a lot more smoothly and you'll end up with more time on your hands. Now, I know some of you out there are saying, I'm just not a morning person. That's just not how I'm built. But I want you to know that I was not always a morning person. I am now, but that's not how it started out. Back in 2014, when I was at my heaviest, I was obese and I would wake up late in the morning and I felt exhausted. I never felt like I got a great night's sleep. And actually, I constantly felt like I needed even more sleep than what I was already getting. But at the same time, I wanted to change. I wanted to lose weight. I wanted to change our financial life. I wanted to stop doing the job that I was doing that I was not happy at. And around that time, I heard a motivational speech by Arnold Schwarzenegger, and his advice to people like me was to sleep faster. And so I took that advice to heart. I said, okay, well, the problem isn't that I need to sleep longer. I just need to sleep faster. So in 2015, I joined a gym and I started getting myself up every morning at 4 o'clock. Now, I did that for a couple of reasons. One was the gym was pretty empty at that time and I was embarrassed about my body and I was just feeling really insecure. And so it was nice to just get there before everyone else did. But it also gave me the opportunity to go to the gym, do my workout, come back home. And when I got there, my kids were just getting up. So I wasn't missing out on any time with them. And I didn't realize it at the time, but this was a foundational habit that would set me up for success with weight loss. It built self-discipline in me, which I was really lacking in. At the time, I was not being self-disciplined at all with how much I was eating, and I wasn't being disciplined about moving more. I was just kind of in a funk in general. And over the years since then, the times of day that I have awakened have varied, but in general, I do wake up early. And that one habit helped me to get into a lot of other habits. For example, like weighing every morning. I did that when I got to the gym. And then as time went on and things evolved, I started to get up early and have my morning coffee and to journal and to read. And the thing that it's really helped me with is to move with more intention just in my life in general. Instead of waking up and the kids are already up and, I feel like I'm rushing around and I feel like I'm behind the 8 ball all day. So if I can become a morning person, so can you. So here are 3 simple steps to become a morning person. Step number 1 is figure out your why. If you know your why, you can bear almost any how. Here's a question you can ask yourself. What will this extra time give you the opportunity to do? So for example, it may be that this will clear out some space in your day so that you can get the exercise that you want to do in. Or maybe it'll clear out the space for you to start your own business or to write more or to read more. Step number 2 is you need to have a plan in place for what your morning is going to look like. If you don't really have a purpose in mind for why you're waking up other than you just want to wake up early, it's going to be really easy to just hit the snooze button or to turn the alarm off and go right back to sleep. But if you have a vision in your mind of what your morning will look like and how it will set you up for success in the rest of your day and in the rest of your life, really, it's going to be a lot easier to get up and get going. And here's something that I didn't really understand in the beginning, but I do understand the importance of now. And that is make it enjoyable. It doesn't need to be that you wake up early and go for a 6-mile run. It can just be that you wake up early and you have your coffee and you read your book or your Bible or you pray or you write in your journal or you write that book that you've always wanted to write. In fact, the more enjoyable you can make this, the better off you're going to be. Step 3 is to set up a repeating alarm and obey it. Now, this is the hardest step because this is actually the part where you're changing your behavior. Now, I personally set my alarm for 4 a.m. and I do that Monday through Saturday. Sundays are my day off, so I don't have an alarm set for that day. I just wake up whenever my body naturally wakes up, and that's usually about 5 to 6 a.m. Now, don't worry about what time to go to sleep at night. That will come naturally later. Once you're consistently waking up at whatever time you've set, your body will just start to crave sleep at that certain time that it needs. For me personally, at about 8 o'clock, that's when I'm really ready to go to bed. Usually I'm out by 8:30 or 9. And remember that as you're going along, focus on the positive benefits that are happening in your life when you wake up early. And give yourself time to become a morning person. 3 months of practicing this will help you get consistent with this habit. You're gonna have days that you oversleep your alarm, or when you just kind of like you accidentally turn it off without even realizing that you're doing it. And on those days, instead of just browbeating yourself and throwing your arms up and saying this will never work, take note of what your day feels like on those days where you're not waking up early and compare them to those days where you did wake up early. And if you're like me, what you're going to find is that those days where you wake up early blow the other days out of the water. You're in more control, you have more intention, you get more done, and you just enjoy your day more because you're more relaxed. So I hope you found this video helpful. I hope that it helps you to become a morning person, and I'll see you in the next video.